Kicking things off at number 5, we got the shield siphoning queen herself, Hildryn. Now she can take hits, drain shields, and she does quite a bit of damage. Now Hildryn's always been strong, but with me recently getting a better handle on her kit, she's become an absolute staple for me, especially during railjack missions. She's super useful during that with her actual regen on her shields and her big shield pull. Since she doesn't use energy, she pulls from her shields. And then her second ability, Pillage, you can strip armor and replenish your own shield, so you're basically just refunding whatever you want back to yourself to be able to recast even more abilities, which is also super handy when you're running railjack missions too, since railjacks pull from energy pools and Hildryn's energy pool is her shield pool, which is a pretty big one if you've got it set up pretty decently. And she can also regen them pretty fast, especially with her second ability. You've got all the railjack spamming ability nonsense that you could want. Now here's the build that I actually use with my Hildryn. I've got Combat Discipline up there in the Aura slot, and we've got Arcane Avenger. So those both pair together. So Combat Discipline makes you take damage every time you kill an enemy, right? Which will trigger Arcane Avenger, which gives you a 21% chance on taking damage to actually get a 45% crit chance boost. So that's always nice. And one other weird thing you might see on here is Archon Vitality. Now I'm using that instead of maybe like Prime Vigor, which is another good option, which will give you health and extra shields. So you get a bigger shield pool. So Prime Vigor would be another good option there. But if you see on her third, I've actually replaced it with Thermal Sunder. Now I use Thermal Sunder a lot, especially in Archimedia when we're doing maybe the mirror defense missions, just to get that cold proc so the enemy's down from swarming in so fast and give us all a chance to maybe kill them. Plus, with her shield pool and able to regen your shields with Pillage, your second ability, you can spam the crap right out of it. And that's just crazy fun. Then the last thing I want to go over is Aegis Gale, which is going to give you an extra 15% damage based on your max shields, and then also gives your Balefire an alternate fire. So instead of the single shots or doing charge shots, if you do your alternate fire, you're going to fire off like a triple shot, which is it's lots of AoE mayhem. So if you haven't given Hildryn a serious try lately, you're missing out. She's a tank, she strips, and she also does quite a bit of damage.